Well, we had certain one-offs like the legal provisions, which was part of our legacy work in dealing with some of the old legacy cases. We obviously also had some headwinds with respect to Russia, so obviously we cannot be happy with a 0.4 billion pre-tax loss. On an adjusted basis, it's a 0.3 billion gain, but I think we are making good progress in terms of our strategy implementation. We are very much focused on the things that we promised to the market. So, for example, we have reduced our capital allocated to the investment bank by 82% now compared to our target of 3 billion. We are at 2.5 billion. We have further made progress in our risk reduction across the bank and improvement in our risk management. We have also made some management appointments, which we announced today. So we're making good progress, but it was a tough quarter, especially compared to last year. On a quarter-by-quarter basis compared to the fourth quarter, we see some improvements. We had positive net new assets in wealth management in all four regions, but at a low level still. So the motor is slowly starting, but it's still not where we want to be.
As I look at the revenue numbers on many of the business lines, they're down very sharply. The IB down 51%, wealth management down 44%, asset management down 10%. Is this about the business environment that you cannot control, or do you think you've got clients who are just not doing business with you because they don't like the reputational position that you're in at the moment?
No, I think it's a combination of, on one side, the lag effect of our risk reduction. If you look at our year-on-year balance sheet reduction, it's between 10 and 20%, depending where you look at, when the whole market was up 15-20%. So that's a huge gap. Secondly, yes, there was obviously a different business mix that we have for example, in the investment bank. We are much more geared toward capital markets and credit, which were the two weakest businesses this quarter. And thirdly, yes, there were obviously some Russia-related losses, but many of our peers had the same thing. But if you look at our business, the Swiss business was very solid. Wealth management had certain one-offs, including some of the legal provisions that hit it, and some of the reductions in balance sheets that we saw deleveraging in Asia. Obviously, the Russia reductions as well was a factor for wealth management. And asset management, we had actually on the recurring management fees, it was okay, but clearly the performance fees were lower, but that's a result of obviously the overall markets. But as I said, we saw some positive developments like net new assets, and we are far advanced in our strategy implementation. And we always said 2022 is going to be a transition year. Our clear focus is on 2024. These are the targets that we have committed to, and we are on a 3-year journey.